it was
It
like having
is.
a newborn with a new kitten and stuff,
It
like, you
is.
gotta it is, it's a lot of work, but you have to be able to put it into it, and they will become loyal and, become your companion and
And
stuff
it's your
like that, so
responsibility to do that.
mhm.
People that are
Yes.
not like people that if you're gonna have the dog, you need to do some type of something with it.
Right.
Otherwise, it's a liability to society, to itself. It could get in trouble in ways that are just kind of
Yeah.
avoidable-ish, if we put that responsibility in towards this animal that
Oh,
just
yeah,
like
for
it
sure.
is to groom your animal, just like it is to take your care health-wise of your animal, take it to the
Mhm.
vet. The other part of it is like the mindset of the dog and making sure that we have a dog that's not losing it on everybody.
Mhm.
And if we are
Yeah.
there, we need to work on that.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it's not like a stamp of like can't do it because we're having these issues. It's more of like, okay,
Mhm.
we need to work on this if the owners
Right.
want to. Some people don't.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
they don't have the time or whatever.
Right, yeah. People need to realize it's not a toy, it's
Hmm.
a living being that needs all kinds of stuff, so,
Absolutely.
you
Yep.
kinda mentioned at the beginning that you wish people would come to you more before they, like, get a dog or adopt or anything. Is that something that you would offer, or, like,
Yeah.
would it be nice for someone to reach out to you when they're thinking about getting a dog and seeing what you suggest for their situation and stuff?
Absolutely. Yes. I offer free tips for free. I give people if
Mhm.
people message me and they're just like, "Hey, this is kind of going on." I'll give them some little pointers at times. Other times it is my business and I can't just sit
Right.
here. Also,
Absolutely.
sometimes with dog advice, I need to be there to be able I need to see more and I need to know more
Mhm.
before I can just because there's no like, "Okay, let me look in my textbook and see when your dog
Yeah.
does this." It's more of like I
Yeah.
need to see when you're dealing with emotions, so
Yeah.
with the picking the dogs and stuff like that, a lot of people just pick the cutest one or they'll pick the shyest one or they'll pick the one that whatever. And if you don't know what you're getting, who you're getting it from, what breed
Mhm.
do you even have, what was this dog's background if it's a rescue, there's so much that kind of goes into it that I can get to know the people and their lifestyle, and I would be open to, if they're going to follow through with training, going to the shelter with them and maybe helping pick out a cool dog or
Mhm.
whatever. The best
That's
dog for
awesome.
that. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And same with puppies. If people want to send me, I think getting from a breeder or getting from the rescue, whichever you'd like to do, that's your prerogative. There's no either way. An animal is getting a home; they need one.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but looking into certain breeders, I can look into ones that maybe might be backyard bred, or if your friend Lisa had a litter in the backyard, that doesn't always mean that that's the right route to
Right.
go, taking that thing
Yeah.
for a whole 15 years or so. So we want to
Mhm.
make sure before we invest, make sure that this is the absolute right, because you don't want to think back and be like, oh, I wish or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's almost kinda like picking a partner. You
It
gotta
is, you
make
can't
sure
break
the
up with them, that's what I was
compatibility
gonna
there.
say. I mean, you
Yeah.
can, but, like,
Yeah.
it's a little bit
Yeah,
different. You
no.
don't get to
Oh,
pick
like
the
a kid. That's your
personality.
kid for real, as we all say, they are fur babies, and they
It
really
is,
are.
yep, yep,
What
yep.
what are some of the biggest dog training myths you still see being pushed?